we've actually done 2 updates that are live. There was a February update that sort of prepared phones for updates.
So this was the update of the updater.
It sort of was, exactly. We learned a lot about the way the OEMs had configured their phones, and in doing update testing for this Nodo update, which adds copy and paste and a bunch of other features, we found some situations where we hadn't anticipated the way the OEM phones would be configured, so we wanted to get fixes in the channel before people went and did Nodo. So the February update is on most phones now. The March update, which is Nodo, started rolling out yesterday, actually, just a few days, well, depending on when you see this, a few days ago. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to throttle it so that it goes to a limited number of phones first, so we can make sure that the update is working really well and that people are going to have a smooth experience. And
before you scale to the world.
Exactly. The phase we're in right now is the early part of that throttling. So all of you out there will see the update depending on whether you are randomly one of the early throttled people and depending on your mobile operator and where they're at in their testing phase for the update.
Got it. So across all these devices, it's got to be a challenge, right? All these different manufacturers, OEMs, device types, global market, worldwide. It just seems to me like a rollout on a scale like this has to be an absolute challenge.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up, because there's an interesting thing about the way we do it that on the one hand makes it a little tougher for us, but on the other hand, in theory, makes it a lot better for all our end users, which is that we develop and deploy the updates instead of all the OEMs doing it separately.
Interesting.
So if you look at Android, for example, if you buy an Android phone from one handset vendor, it's up to that handset vendor to build the updates for your phone. And that means that they're all in different situations with how much priority and focus they'll put on older phones. But with Windows Phone, we build the updates generally for all the phones. And we work with our OEMs to make sure that the quality will work, and we do testing on current phones. And then the additional step is to work with the mobile operators who want to test all updates before they go out on their networks. So what some of you will experience is some variation in the timing that you'll get the updates based on your mobile operator, because the mobile operators all have different sort of levels of rigorousness in their test suites.
There's a method to the madness.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not random.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, it sounds like it's just a very consistent platform across all of these different manufacturers.
Yeah, exactly. So our intent is if you buy a Windows Phone, you're going to get updates from Microsoft, and there might be some time variation on how quickly you get them based on your mobile operator's testing procedures.